Come with me. This camp is one of the places we use for crafting supplies. You can always return here for a break, too. Give me a hand with the preparation. These techniques will benefit you. No problem, then. I imagine you've got plenty of questions. This is the place where the exiles are banished. As you know, so, in this boundless, barren wilderness, we've always used magic barriers to defend this floating isle from the invasion. I sense that a formidable power has disrupted the balance of the entire space. You're a curious. To put it simply, the Great Dragon Queen prefers each creature to exist in their rightful place. During my youth, my curiosity clouded my judgment, and I endeavored to discover and that's how I ended up here. Oh, right. It's about time we talked about this.
You and Notira tell
So what you're saying is, you were used as a sacrifice to complete the ritual? How? How is that possible?
I'd also rather like to know what's going on.
But what is certainly clear is that your soul looks terribly damaged. And if what you say is true, it really couldn't be any worse. Not only you, but the entire Chaos Universum just felt that tremor. The Child of Chaos and the Unstill. Their vengeance is at hand. Think of it as the root of... For a myriad of centuries after the world's creation, no one dared challenge the Dragon God's reign. Not until supposedly, countless dragon deities perished because of it. The Dragon God was traumatized beyond compare, and But ultimately, the rebellion failed. 1,200 years ago, the Dragon Queen personally exiled the Child of Chaos and imprisoned him here. Now that the Child of Chaos has reawakened, I dare not imagine what it would do. Even with the Child of Chaos roused, the Dragon Queen's confines aren't so... The Unstill are surely coming together, trying to find a way to free the Child of Chaos from captivity. If they succeed, they will undoubtedly attempt to start a new war, and when that happens, we wretched lot banished here will be swallowed. That's the other big question, isn't it? But perhaps in truth, all of this leads to the same final destiny. Your soul was sacrificed to the Child of Chaos, not just you. Us.
What? Are you crazy, Hexandra?
What other choice do we have? To survive, we must prevent the Unstill from freeing the Child of... We might be mere crawlers to them, but even crawlers have the right to live. Of course, the decision is yours to make.
All right, I'll join you.
I always knew you aren't the sort to stay rooted to one spot. What about you, newcomer? Ready to reclaim your soul? Great. I knew I was right about you. But there's still one problem at hand. If we want to stop the Unstill, unfortunately, given that those Unstills have never thought us worthy of their company, They've established a magic seal to keep us out. The magic of the Unstill has always been a mystery to my knowledge. Among the exiles are those who have been... Looks like we have to visit Fogtown. Is all that you believe truly right? I shall spare no effort. Worry not. I am here.
Don't bother trying to hide.
Great.
This power, without doubt, is exactly the same as I already know of. Come to me. Indeed. The Dragon Queen's minions are much more. The Child of Chaos has already arisen, and if we don't intervene now, we may not have another like their master. The Unstill have gained the ability to wield Inquietum through evil rituals. Similarly, the magic seal you mentioned is all spelling the highly concentrated chaotic...
What's that supposed to mean?
I understand now. So, relying solely on our own
Powerful, level-headed souls? Who besides us would be willing?
The exiles usually tend to keep to themselves. But there are two As Esoterian said, we need companions in spite of his quirks. Forbit the dwarf if we are to overcome the Unstill. Gulal is a troll hailing from if we're to push on. We need his magic and as far as I know, Forbit often hangs around the graveyard at the fate. Alright, this is of utmost urgency. We need to find-
It seems you've already got a handle on it. If there's anyone capable of changing all this now, perhaps I'm wrong, or even delusional. Go now, rebels. I shall be watching you march to the finale.
I'm tired of the same old scenery.
In that precious instant, exiled between life and...
Hey, hey! You! You there! Can you lend a hand?
Watch out for those things on the ground. They'll hinder our movements. Worry not. I am here.
Taste my hammer!
Don't bother trying to hide.
Goodness, that was a big help. You don't look familiar. Are you new here? I was just in the middle of a little extension, old rookie. That means this graveyard is a great big treasure trove. All kinds. I like. Everybody's frightened. So, if Exandra no what's that? Did you just say you're going to stop the Child of Chaos? That single soul entity, that dead. Do you?
He really is a lunatic.
Can you blame me? Day in, day. If there truly comes such a day when I can return to the material. Anywho, before that, I need a favor from. No, I'm just being honest. This has been my. I've been marooned here for all these years. You see this graveyard? Learned folks back in the day called. Listen, listen closely. Do you hear the sound? As you can see, the true master of this room. And even if this place is full of rare and amusing, to obtain her dragon scales requires immense courage and a deft pair. Exactly. This is a one. Consider it a compulsory audition before you face the How about it, rookie? Will you grant me this one wee wish? I knew I could. As you can see. Just mind you don't rouse her. Obviously, I don't need to tell.